YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy, and if you don't know now, you know. All the way gang, it's your boy, all the way sincere, and we out here, man. We on that NBA Live 19. Now look, I appreciate that view, I truly do, but you know you gotta like and sub, my boy. Hit them notice for me one time, so you can know when I post, man. I'm back in action, I'm back outside. I appreciate all the love, man. I've been keeping my blinders on, bro, not really worrying about the views. But I didn't seen y'all, man, recently checking out the videos and subscribing to the channel, man. I definitely appreciate the love. I'm gonna continue to drop content for y'all. All right, in this video I'm gonna talk about traits. I can't really recall me ever doing a traits video. I usually just kind of bring up traits whenever I'm going through build videos. I have an idea for a trait series too. Y'all comment and let me know if that would be a good idea. Like, say my playmaker I got on screen right here, I think I'm gonna do like each build, and then I'm gonna go through and say best trait loadouts for a playmaker, right? And I could do maybe LeBron James, I could do Magic Johnson, and say what would be a good trait loadout for them. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe one's for maybe 1 is for facilitating, 2 is for slashing, 3 is for 3-point shooting, or something like that. And then that would kind of give you guys some good trait combinations that you could maybe consider. It could also give me an opportunity to talk about some traits I wouldn't normally talk about, because some traits synergize very well with other traits that your teammates may have. We can talk about team synergy, maybe some strategy that would help you win more games, bro. So I think it's a pretty good idea. In this video, I'm gonna talk about defensive traits, because the community feels like there are no defensive traits in the game, or barely at all. And then also, like, if there's another NBA Live that drops, they need to do a better job at putting more defensive traits in the game that could balance the game. So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna actually look at every one of these traits. I'm gonna rank them 1 through 6. I know you see 5 to your right, but I also feel like Statement Dunker does go in this category as well, because it gives you a boost to all your defensive attributes. So we're gonna like clump it in with that, of course, and then we're gonna see like which ones matter, which ones don't. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Coming in at number 6, I'm gonna go with Post Thief, and I definitely think Post Thief goes at number 6 because not enough people play from the post, right? When you go into live runs, you just don't see it very often. I can't remember a single game that I played in 3v3 where I saw it. So, you know, I don't think it's very valuable, because you actually need to be in the post playing defense to try to get the steal to make Post Thief works, because it gives you a greater boost to your steal when defending a player in the post, right? Now, I do feel like this is something you can probably grind on your player and then like put on your bench just in case you run into a post anchor with post mastery and all of that. You can go ahead and throw it on. I love the way NBA Live does that, and you can like swap things on the fly, know what I mean? But it's not something that you really just need to like consider. You're wasting a slot if you keep it on all the time. Now, coming in at number 5, I'm gonna go with Relentless Defender, and these things are kind of interchangeable, because I don't think this is very valuable at all. I think these traits would be more meaningful, or they would have a place in this game if there were like maybe 10 to 15 defensive traits already in the game. I wouldn't mind them so much being in the game, but when you only have 6 options, and then you have Relentless Defender and Post Thief is one of them, you basically say, well, I only got 4 options, to be honest, because you only get 3 trait slots, and you got to make sure those trait slots count. Now, what Relentless Defender does is when playing off-ball defense, you get a significant reduction to fatigue and significant boost to your speed. Now, this can be really nice if they had something in the game that would kind of like help you play the passing lanes better. That boost to your speed would definitely be a help in playing off ball, so you can get cutoffs and you can steal when they're trying to pass the ball in the lane. You know, this still can be helpful or useful for that, but I really don't feel like you need to waste a trait slot for it. Now, its primary function is to offset or counter the mechanics that are in NBA Live for people that play off-ball offense, right, and move around, like the cuts and then the push-offs that they have in the game. I don't know if y'all have noticed though, but when you go into live run, bro, Nobody's doing any of that. Most people are just kind of standing around watching somebody dribble the ball and play ISO ball, or they just setting screens, bro. Like, it's not that hard to keep up with people off the ball in the game. I don't value this trait very high. That's me personally. Now, you can always comment your list below. Tell me what your thoughts are and what your order is. Now, coming at number 4, I'm going to go with Shattered Confidence. And the reason why I'm going to go with Shattered Confidence is at number 4. Let's read the description. Blocking a dunk has an increased chance to instantly trigger a cold streak for the player you block. Now, this is a good trait, all right? It's not that it's bad. It's just when you think about the analytics to it, you're not triggering this frequently enough for me to justify it being on my player all the time, depending on the build that I have. If I got like Mutombo rim protector, yeah, I'm seeking out blocks like that, then it's something I could have on my player, but I probably wouldn't even put it on even then either. That would just be me. But the main reason is because you gotta block a dunk, bro. If I could block a layup, if I could block a jump shot, if I could block a close shot, something like that, then I would absolutely value this higher. But because I have to block a dunk, I'm not utilizing this every time down the floor, every possession, right? Say I play against a wing scorer, so we'll throw one player in that can dunk at a really high frequency, and then a wing shooter and a backcourt shooter, right? Bro, a lot of the possessions, they just gonna come down and figure out how to put a 3 up, right? And in which my Shattered Confidence did nothing, and I didn't get a chance to use it. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes the wing scorer is gonna try to drive and dunk the ball, but sometimes he might get priority and get the dunk off, or he might slip past you and get the dunk, and you don't even get the block animation that you were looking for. So in a game that might have like 20 possessions, you might have 2 or 3 times to try to get a block to impact the game and get them cold. It could be at a significant space in the game, yeah, but it's just not happening frequently enough, so I got it at number 4, but I definitely think this is a viable badge in the game. Now, coming in at number 3, and y'all probably think I'm crazy at this point, Rebound Catalyst, because we can put it higher, but we'll talk about this. And right here, let me just go ahead and stop. Y'all go ahead and comment y'all list below right now. If you made it this far into the video, you can explain your list. You don't have to explain your list. I don't care what you do. Just comment your list below. Now look, Rebound Catalyst. This is super important on a big. Just like when I talked about with my post anchor, I feel like every big should have this on, because what's a big's primary defensive job? It's to anchor the defense and make sure you protect the paint, but also limit possessions with defensive rebounds, right? When they shoot the ball and they miss, you need to go get that rebound so you can limit them to only one attempt to score down the floor. Also, on offense, you get second chance points by crashing the glass, bro, and playing on the offensive end. Now, I feel like this is such a great trait because every time you grab a rebound, you get a huge boost to your mentality, especially when you have this on goal. Like on my post score, I keep this on. You basically never go cold. Anything that could make you go cold, you can get right out of because you guaranteed to get rebounds. This game is so attribute based to where you're gonna snag rebounds super easy over all of the little guards that's in the 60s in the rebound and whatnot. And it's just a solid badge. All these badges going forward are great. Now coming in at number 2, and bro, don't click off the video. I know y'all think I'm crazy right now. Why do I have ISOM this high when some people in their mind probably have ISOM at number 6, right? ISOM is one of the most underrated, underutilized, but overpowered traits in this game. Trust me on this, and I'll probably spend the most time talking about this because, I mean, we kind of understand what a lot of the other traits, other ones that are left, we know what they do. So look, ISOM, let's read the description. A successful defensive contest causing a missed shot has a larger chance of immediately making the shooter enter a cold streak, bro. Now, what did I just say about Shattered Confidence at 4? The problem I felt like with Shattered Confidence is you have to block a dunk. It's not that I can block a layup or anything else. If I could, I would definitely value the badge higher, right? basically, this is what ISOM is for me. If I can test a layup and you miss, if I can test an inside shot and you miss, a close shot you miss, a step back you miss, a mid-range you miss, a three-point shot you miss, anything that registers as a contested shot and you miss it, if I have this on goal, you instantly going cold. Bro, for like a rim protector or a big, this can be super valuable, but it goes to the moon, bro, when you put it on a wing defender. It just turns into a god tier badge and one of the most slept on badges that can wreck a game in live run 3v3s. Let me explain. So a wing defender has a 95 on ball defense, right? That means if I got him 6'8", I can guard positions 1 through 5. Doesn't matter how fast your point guard is. I have a 95 on ball defense, my boy. I'm putting clamps on you. I also have a 95 steal, so I might rip you at the same time. Also, I have an 88 shot block, so I can get in a contest, a solid contest, because of my block attribute on any big. I might even block them in the paint, whether or not they dunking, laying the ball up, any player. I'm gonna contest very well because I have an 88 shot block, right? So, and also think about that. I have all those attributes that makes my player extremely defensive, and I'm not like a wing scorer where I can't play defense, so I have to rely on putting statement dunker on my player. I already have such high defense that I don't have to waste a trait slot with statement dunker as well. But offensively, I also am very good offensively where I don't have to rely on traits as heavily for all three of my slots. I got an 88 driving dunk, so I have a tool that will allow me to finish at the rim consistently. I also can get Kawhi Leonard. I have an 85 3-point shot. All I need is catch and shoot and way back and GG's, my boy. Or I can go open 3 and way back. GG's, my boy. I'm still greening threes like crazy with just 2 traits, and then that means I have a third option to put in this ISOM. Now on a wing defender, say I'm playing with my friends in the 3v3 and I'm in a party and we going against I don't know, doesn't matter what it is, we going against a backcourt defender, and a backcourt defender probably be a good choice for me to talk about this. We're going against a backcourt defender, a wing shooter, and a wing defender, right? And the backcourt defender, we notice, and I'm playing the 3. I'm guarding the other wing defender in the 3v3. The backcourt defender is the one that's going crazy, right? We can't defend him. Just let me switch on him. Let me switch on him. I can defend him. If he shoots a 3, I can get a contest, make him go goal. If he drive to the goal, I can still get a contest. He in the 70s with his layup, so he probably gonna miss it if I can test him right anyway. Like, I can make him go cold, take him out of the game. The player with the highest usage on the opposite team, you can always pick that player up yourself and make them go cold, because you will guarantee yourself a contest, because this is activating on so many different options, especially if you're playing the person that's gonna shoot the ball. You know how it is. Some teams you play against, there's one dude on the other team that's going crazy, and this is how you clamp him, bro. This just helps you take him out of the game, and they'll have to find another way to score. You can win games more convincingly with this trait. So that's why I got it at number 2. And coming in at number 1 is Statement Dunker, bro. We all knew Statement Dunker was going to be number 1. EA had to nerf this trait at one point, man, because of how OD it was, bro. Like, anytime you dunk the ball in traffic or catch a body, you're going to get a significant defensive boost to yourself, but all your teammates as well. So this is going to increase their on-ball defense, their steal, their block, pretty much everything. Post defense, everything goes up when you successfully dunk the ball in traffic or dunk on somebody. So it's just super overpowered. Everybody knows about this as well, so it's no sense in me wasting a lot of time. So reviewing and recapping, maybe 4 out of these 6 are valuable and should stay in the game, I believe. I don't think you should take Post Def and Relentless Defender out. Just add traits to where you don't mind them being there. Now, things I could see them adding could be something for passing lanes. I also think they should add something for like reducing the frequency of getting your ankles broken. I think that would be dope. But they don't have to like put it on like real weak players. Like you should be able to get like, maybe it should be like an attribute requirement like 76, and maybe you can get that through your icon skill boost where you can get up to a 76 on ball defense, and then boom, you can unlock that trait where you get your ankles broken less. And it shouldn't be where you never get them broken, but it just reduces the frequency. And then the last thing I would like to see is something for chase down blocks, bro. Like I got LeBron James icon path, man. Part of his signature abilities in the legacy of LeBron James is chase down blocks, and this is also another way to take advantage of the physical attributes that you have, like your speed and your vertical, where you can see a different speed and verticality on your build as well. That would be super dope for them to put something like chase down blocks in. So hopefully y'all rocking with that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you can know when we post. And as always, respect the OGs. Peace.